going on, right? It was blaring away in the corner. And I happened to glance this thing, and I'm not going to mention the name of the show because I'll probably get into a lot of hot water, but it's that show where you got 4 or 5 of them old hags sitting around a table in front of a live studio audience, gaggling and cackling at each other, and you know that show, don't you?
Yeah, Cauldron in the Middle, I know. Yeah.
Cauldron in the middle, 4 old hags in the middle, and they bring on some guests, and they all talk about bollocks or whatever it is that they get up to. Who the fuck cares? Anyway, but they happen to bring on this boy band. Now that's stretching the limit of the imagination. Anyway, I wrote about this in Facefight earlier on today, and the word band and the word boy is stretching the envelope, shall we say?
Right.
And these guys now. They looked the stereotypical everything you want a pop boy band to be kind of thing, right? The faded head shaves, the eyebrow kind of, the slits in the eyebrow, all that sort of thing, and they're dripping with the bling, you know what I mean, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, hello, give him a look then. He opened his mouth and it squealed. And these pretentious child actors that you see auditioning for a stage show or something. These, what was it, these Conti, I've forgotten what it is, Conti stage school actors, and actresses.
Yeah.
They're all out there, aren't they? Oh, look at me, oh, look at me, lovey, and all this, right? No, it was just like watching something as pretentious as that. Now, these 4 or 5 guys, they weren't singing with each other, they're singing against each other. Right? And it's like a war. It was a war of the egos. And I thought, well, this is all great. This is all good. It's all telly. It's all media bullshit. But where's the talent? Where is the fucking talent? I mean, these guys were crap.co.uk. Do you know what I mean? They were balls. Absolutely achingly bad. And it hit me like a brick. And I thought to myself, hold on a minute. This is where the music's going. It's not on about talent like the music we're playing. It's like music that's actually being performed and written and engineered and the passion's going into it. There's no fucking passion in the media bullshit corporate music these days. None at all. I mean, when was the last time you heard anything with some substance played on the telly, on the radio, on commercial radio? Tell me.
I can't remember. My memory goes back that far. It's been a while.
Carry on. Karen says, I don't watch daytime telly, it's shite. Well, that's true. And that was a mistake of mine for doing so. I did say I caught it out the corner of my eye. Don't normally watch it, although I do seem to know a lot about the particular programme at hand.
You do, actually. Worryingly.
She names the programme as well in the chat room, so you know who I'm talking about. But I tell you what. The music that's being pumped out today, you turn on any radio, any commercial radio, and it's pumping out crap, right?
Yeah, exactly.
At Strobers, she writes here, freaking, I beg your pardon, she's freaking, ladies and gents, freaking hates all this music pap we are forced through the media. I absolutely agree with you, Strobes. I mean, come on, it's when are we going to wake up? When are we actually going to turn around and go, no, I'm not going to buy that. Now hits 2003, whatever. I don't want to know who. It's all bollocks. It really is on a plate with a bit of toast and jam. It's all bollocks, isn't it? Really, Pete? What do you reckon?
It is, but it'll never change.
Why not?
Because there's too many people. I mean, it could change if the media and the people, that direct the music to the media wanted to, and actually, started bringing out the stuff that we play, the real talent, the underground talent, and the bands and musicians that do know how to, play their instruments, tune them first, play them, create harmonies, etc., etc. But they don't want to, because that would mean their revenue would certainly drop to start with. They're making too much money now because there's too many people that are just quite happy to be told what to listen to. They're lazy, they don't go searching, and they just, want to see. They don't want to, they just told they want to, see what's on telly.
It's fast and hard. It's happening right in front of your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Bubbles. It's happening right now. Like HMV, they're closing, but then again, someone's come along and gone, all right, we'll give you a lifeline. How long's that going to last? Hey? How long's that going to last?
Exactly.
You're looking at your major corporates out there squeezing and squeezing and squeezing the living shit, or life, whatever you want to say about it, out of the music business today. And it's all going in different revenues like licensing and publishing and stuff like that. I mean, you look at all the decent music, you're not going to get to hear decent music these days because the record labels, they're not going to let you hear it, they're going to put it out in licensing. So the stuff we play, for instance, you won't hear that on the radio, you'll hear it on Xbox or you'll hear it on PlayStation, because that's where the licensing's going, that's where the money's being made from the large corporates who are doing this. Let's face it, large corporates these days, how many are we looking at? 2 or 3 at the max?
But they're not going to stop doing it because enough people are watching the crap, listening to the crap they put out there. All these so-called talent shows and that. The audience, I mean, not like the old days. There's no TV show getting the audience before because nobody's got the want or the patience, to watch, buy, rent, or whatever. But they're getting enough to make it worth their while. So why would they change? They don't look at it as music; they look at it as business, don't they?
It's purely business.
It's all money.
Tracy B in the chat room, got to read this out, ladies and jelly balls. It's a very good line. A tweet from someone on Twitter. It goes like this: can you believe only 5% of the best-selling singles in the UK are written by the stars who perform them? You know what I mean? You're looking at your dare I say the word, I swear I'd never say it again. Well, okay, I'll do it. The X Factor and all of that kind of pap. Alright? You're looking at all of this kind of stuff. It's feeding the nation the shit that the nation doesn't really need, but they're chewing on it anyway. They're munching it every Saturday night. Or there's always some kind of fucking media-propelled bullshit program like that somewhere along the line. That enables you to sit there and go, I must like it, I've been told to like it, so it's got to be good. And then you end up not necessarily liking it, but it's embedded into your psyche. Like, you go into any department stores or something like that, and it's like pap music that they play, but it's the pap music that it's everywhere. It's the rubbish crap. There's no substance to this stuff, but it's been forced down our throats. So what do we do about it? You say things won't change. I say things do change if we make a change.
But who's going to make the change? The public obviously aren't, because they haven't yet. This has been going on for, dare we say, decades? The last 10, 20 years, really. I mean, 90s maybe it wasn't too bad, but since then, since turn of the century, has music been any different to it? It's now, in the media spotlight, as it were, on the TV.
Yeah, but somebody's got to turn around and go, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to have your crap. Leave me alone. Someone's got to do it, surely. I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, in a way, it is happening because nobody, especially the new generation, aren't buying anything full stop.
Well, they're not. That's
the trouble. So people will not be buying them. So we see them top of the number one in the charts, whatever, this crap. But they could, it might be soon they only sell 100 copies and they'll be number one. It's just a number now, isn't it? It's not an indication of figures and.
Definitely. I mean, that's why they've included, not that's why, but it's one of the reasons why they've included the downloads into your singles charts these days, because no one's going out there even bothering. It's so easy to go to your mate and go, let's have a copy of that track that you got the other. It's bootlegging is rife. The music industry knows that. The sale and revenue of music these days is, it's dreadful. So independent artists, this is where I was trying to get at. Independent artists of today, those of you out there causing a commotion in the underground scene by writing and performing such great music like the stuff we play in these shows, how are they supposed to go out there and make a living out of what they're producing? They can't, is the easiest answer I can find. But how are they supposed to? Because a lot of these guys that go out and spend a shitload of money on studio time and engineering time and all the rest of it, they're spending a lot of time. How are they actually getting their revenue back? It's a bit of a dead dodo in that respect, isn't it?
It is. They can't do it.
So
the only money is, I think we've said this many times, but the only chance of making any money, and whether it'll be ever enough to recover what they spend creating their art, is live shows and merchandise. But is that a vibrant market either?
Well, this is it. I mean, for people to come along to your live shows, they've got to hear of you first, and they've got to get some kind of recognition as to what you do. and not a lot of mainstream radio stations will play your music if you haven't got the kahunas behind you, i.e., you know, sales or potential sales of units, records, CDs, whatever you want to call it these days, to back you. So it's a bit of a vicious circle, isn't it? So this is why things like Audio Burger, XRP Radio, and many of them out there, this is why you should be listening to this stuff, because it's music out there made by you, made by real people, made by people who care about what they're doing, and not by some fucking flat-headed dickhead with his pants halfway round his waist telling you what you should be fucking listening to. You know who I'm talking about. So look, I want to open this up to the chat room now. Oh, hello.
Can I say also, sorry, interrupt you, not only listen to us, tell people about the shows like, you know, ours and XRP.
Yeah.
You know, for people who not have a chance probably even know that these things exist, just spread the word, because we all benefit.
I think you're absolutely fucking right, Pete. Do you know what? I think there's the world is a big enough place. The internet has been a saviour. I mean, we are the saviours of internet radio, there's no doubt. End of. Put a line under that. But the internet has been a saviour to new music, right?
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest with you, shows like ours and shows on stations like XRP and the like should get together. We shouldn't all be going, our station's better than yours. We should all be getting together and shoving out the good music, the good fucking music, the alternative music.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on a minute. I just used that expression, alternative music. Bullshit. No, it's not alternative music.
Real music.
It's real music. Exactly, well said. Alternative to what? The pap that they're giving us, they're feeding through us, and the chicken feed of the media corporate lines? No, bullshit. I don't want it. I've had enough. Stand up. I've got my fist in the air. Look at me, fucking shaker. I'm like having it. Come on, get the new music, get the real music out there. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, I feel invigorated now. That's it. I'm going to play some good music. I'm going to play it now. We're going to play some Hangovers. That's who.